Bitcoin seems to be moving sideways here of lately in the past couple of days. What are we expecting moving forward from here on out? It looks like we are trying to complete a symmetrical triangle as of right now. So we're going to take a look at the charts, zoom out a little bit, see what might be going on. If that sounds interesting to y'all, please stick around. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, so if you're brand new to the channel, we use the market cipher indicator by CryptoFace on this channel, alongside with the TI sequential by Tonebase and the market guide buy and sell signal. So using those complete indicators and those packages, we are providing a lot of content and value for you here on this channel. So thanks for coming back. Thanks for being here with us today. We're going to take a look at the charts. Bitcoin seems to just be wanting to move sideways as of right now. We're going to see if we can decide a clear direction on this based on some of our indicators as well, and move on forward in the charts. So looking at the 15-minute time frame, we can tell right off the bat that we have a blood diamond here that is appearing for us. We're going to turn on our support resistance indicator here for market cipher, and it looks like we are trending underneath our VWAP as of right now, currently finding support right at about the 91.75 area, and our resistance area is right at about 92.77. So we could definitely range a little bit further sideways from here on out, or maybe see a little bit more of a sell-off. Our 15-minute money flow is still kind of moving down to the bottom side here too as well. Trying to do some scalping here on the 15-minute. If you're familiar with Market Cipher, Market Cipher is a great scalping tool to use on the 15-minute. So definitely would encourage that if you're familiar with it. Let's zoom out here really quick and let's go on into our 30-minute time frame, see what might be happening. 30-minute time frame. Also another blood diamond here on our 30-minute time frame to not to be ignored moving forward. It does look like we are breaking some trend line support areas right at about now. You can tell here with our green trend lines, those being resistance areas, and then our purple lines being support areas for us as well. So, you know, we're kind of breaking below a few resistance levels as of right now. We're seeing this blood diamond here. We've gotten one all the way up until our 30-minute time frame from our 15-minute. So, you know, it definitely looks like our EMAs are starting to trend down here on our 30-minute time frames as well. Let's go into our 45-minute time frame, see what might be happening here. 45-minute time frame, we'll turn off our Cipher SR as well here too. Bitcoin really just kind of moving sideways in a symmetrical triangle. So our yellow trend line support and resistance areas have been major key points for us to keep an eye out for. And it does look like they are holding fairly well and becoming major significance for us moving forward in this market. Now, there's been a lot of people just getting impatient with this market as of right now because it hasn't really been doing too much. But we know during these times of having to remain patient, the big move will come and it will reward us very, very heavily as of, you know, probably within the next couple of days. I'm assuming a pretty big move is going to happen. If we, you know, come out to this to the end of the symmetrical triangle here, we're looking at about the 17th, so maybe a move by the end of this week, possibly, to further put ourselves into this wedge pattern and then have a break in one direction or the other. Looks like here on the 45-minute time frame, we're seeing some overhead resistance with our green trend line resistance area. So, you know, we're having our money flow that's also kind of moving down on us. Our blue waves kind of clipping to the bottom side, maybe indicating that we're ready to put in a big green dot sometime pretty soon. Going on into our 1 hour time frame, let's see what's happening here. 1 hour time frame. EMAs are also kind of clipping down as of right now. The blue EMA is the 50 EMA. I've thrown that one on there as well too for right now, and we can talk about that here in a little bit. If y'all are not too familiar with how that works, then we can definitely explain it. But you know, we can still see that currently kind of just getting a little bit of a sell-off as of right now. Our last major sell-off put us right at about 9K. So if we came back down to retest this trendline support area, that would be right at about 9,100. So one thing that I did tell my members over the weekend was to probably set some alerts at these trendline resistance and support areas. So if you are going to be trading this breakout, you can trade it on the breakout whenever it does occur. And the best thing to do would probably just be to set some alerts right at about 9100 or right at about 9300 to see when that break does occur. Looks like our EMAs are starting to kind of clip down here. We did have a bearish cross underneath. It looks like our EMAs are currently sitting in a bearish position as of right now, being that our 13 is under our 50 and our 50 is under our 100 on our 1 hour time frame. So let's go on into our 90-minute time frame, see what might be happening here. 90-minute time frame, EMAs are also starting to clip down, looking like they're in a bearish formation as of right now. Currently breaking some key trend line areas here with our purple trend line structures that are being broken, having a little bit of resistance overhead with that green line trend line as well. So we could probably see Bitcoin maybe trend underneath this trend line, this green trend line as of right now, until we decide to break up above it. We are getting a red dot here on our 90-minute time frame, and then we're also seeing money flow just looking kind of bleak right now, not really deciding a clear direction as of yet. But we could possibly see a big green dot form down here on our 90-minute time frame in the near-term future to maybe then put us back to retest this trend line, this yellow trend line, as support at right at about 9100. So definitely some key areas to keep a lookout. But if you want to go ahead and draw in these trend line support resistance areas, that might be a good area for you to kind of know when a breakout might occur into whether or not to take a position for that breakout up above or below of where we are at currently right now. We can see some of our purple triangles that are signifying that we could be heading a little bit further down for us as well too. So something to take note of there as well. Going on into our 2 hour time frame, let's take a look and see what's going on here. 2 hour time frame also have some nice purple triangles to the downside, indicating that possibly a sell-off will occur. Currently getting an extended bear count as of right now too, with the 1 2 3 4 as an extended bear count on our 2 hour, breaking through some downwards support areas as well with our trend lines indicator here. And we've just added that one on there, so y'all can feel free to check out that. There's a bunch of different indicators for that as well, but this is the best one that I found that I like to use for it. But you can see here that we're still kind of just making our way into the end of the symmetrical triangle here, and that is going to probably end up breaking for us relatively soon. But until we have a clean break, we probably just need to remain patient. It definitely looks like it's going to be a relatively choppy area from here on out. And then once we probably reach into the end of the symmetrical triangle or this wedge pattern, then we'll get probably a really big break. And I'm expecting probably a relatively good size move coming out of this, the end of this wedge pattern here for us as well. So please be aware of what might happen and be ready for one direction or the other. Like I said, go ahead and set your alerts for maybe the top of this trend line resistance or the bottom of this trend line support. And if we get a clean break, then definitely consider, taking a position if that's what you're into as well. And so I do have a few things that I've been working on, everyone. So if you're brand new to crypto and you are wondering how to get started as to where to buy your crypto assets, maybe how to store your crypto assets, if you're just unfamiliar with how crypto currency works in general, I've created a beginner course for y'all. So I know that there's going to probably be a lot of people coming on into the space relatively soon. So we've created a little beginner course for you. There's an early bird special going on right now for it. I haven't completed all the material in there yet, but it is a one-time payment only, and you will be updated periodically whenever I do provide new lessons and new course modules inside of our course curriculum. So it will be a one-time payment only. We accept PayPal and Stripe. But you can go ahead and get signed up for it. Like I said, the early bird price special is going on right now. And then once I get a little bit more of the course modules completed, I will be moving the price back up. So this is just a nice way to keep up to date. I'm going to be doing reviews on altcoins, reviews on different exchanges, exchanges that I'm familiar with, that I've used before. And this is all just experience within the past 3 years of being inside of Bitcoin, of being an investor in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. and the ins and outs and everything that I've learned from the past 3 years or so being inside of the crypto space. And so there's a lot of ups and downs in this space, and it's hard to navigate sometimes, but I want to make sure that you can do your best in navigating through this space if you're brand new to the crypto environment. So feel free to check out the course material. It is available. I just launched it as of yesterday, so I want y'all to go ahead and go pick it up for the early bird price for right now, and that way you can be up to date whenever I do release new course modules. I may be thinking about coming out with the trading course later on, but right now we're just trying to get those new people inside of the crypto space familiar with how to navigate themselves through the crypto environment, how to not get scammed, how to make sure they're storing their crypto safely, how to get signed up with some of these exchanges that require your KYC. If you don't want to use KYC, where to buy your crypto as well. So I go over a lot of those common questions inside of the Path to Crypto space. The Path to Crypto course material is available now. First link in the description box below if y'all are interested in that. And then also I have the CryptoTakeOver Patreon trading group page. So this is our private trading group page that you can only access through the Patreon. And in order to sign up for that, you need to click the second link in the description box below. This is for all my intermediate to advanced traders inside of the crypto space. And then also if you're just interested in learning a little bit more about how to get in and out of these markets, you know, how to sell high and buy low, or if you want to use leverage, I provide a lot of different things in there too as well. So you can click on the Patreon page, see what all you'll get with our private trading group. We have quite a few members in there right now. Everyone's really helpful. So, but definitely this is more for the intermediate and advanced group inside of the crypto space. And then obviously I release the course that is mainly geared towards beginners. So feel free to come over there and check out those links in the description box below if you're interested. And we'll jump on back into the charts here really quick and see what's going on. So super excited to release that course information. If you know anyone that's brand new to the space and really just wanting to understand exactly how all this stuff works, how to get involved, then I would definitely recommend the Path to Cryptocurrency course that I have available now. So let's go on into the 4-hour time frame and see what's happening here. So 4-hour time frame. We can kind of see that we are starting to get that bearish setup on our EMAs as of right now. 13 trending below our 50 and our 50 trending below our 100 as of right now, with the bearish count also settling in as of right now too as well. And I think a few of our indicators are still loading here if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it looks like everything's pretty much loaded. Okay. We can see that our blue wave's also kind of clipping to the bottom side. We did have a red dot back here in the past couple of hours. Money flow just kind of moving out to the side as of right now. So it definitely looks like we're trying to consolidate out just a little bit longer. I still think that we'll probably end up fulfilling a little bit more of this symmetrical triangle and then have a pretty much a relatively big break soon enough. Either above or below this too as well. So let's go on into our 6 hours, see what that might be telling us too as well. Our 6 hour, our 13 EMA is trying to cross below our 50 as of right now. And then we're also seeing a few bearish purple triangles that are pointing us to the downside for right now. And we could see a little bit more of a sell off, but our money flow is still looking pretty healthy as of right now. We do have a red dot on our blue wave that's sending us to the bottom side. We could see a nice little Christmas tree pattern here to maybe then send us, give us a green dot and then kind of consolidate out to the side. But I do want y'all to be wary that it'll more than likely be a boring rest of the week for Bitcoin. And then once we fulfill the end of this symmetrical triangle here, or this wedge pattern, then we'll probably end up getting a relatively really big break. You can see here on our 6 hour too as well. This is a time frame I've been kind of keeping a close eye on, is that we're having a lot of resistance up here on our 6 hour. So these green resistance lines up here are going to be very difficult for us to break through, but if we break through them, we're going to need a substantial amount of volume to break through them. So I'm anticipating a really, really big break to happen probably at the end of this symmetrical wedge pattern here. And if we do get that break to the upside, it's probably going to be an even bigger break than it is to the downside. So that'll be a nice little push to the upside there. But make sure you have your alarm set for right at about that maybe 92, 9300 area. And then for the below side, maybe about the 9100. So Let's go on into our 8-hour time frame, see what might be happening here. 8-hour time frame, starting to get that first little signs of the bearish setup with our EMAs too as well. We can start to kind of zoom out a little bit more here and just see what might be happening. But it does look like we are trying to maybe break up above some of these trend line areas with our green trend lines. We are getting a red dot on our blue wave as of right now. Money flow is just kind of moving off to the side. So still anticipating maybe a little bit further down movement. Like I said, we could come back up and we could come back all the way down to retest the 9100 area, but it does just look like we are going to continue to trend sideways. Bitcoin seems relatively boring and trying to make up its mind where it wants to head to in the next couple of days. Big blood diamonds appearing here on the 12-hour chart. So another blood diamond, and then pretty much just sideways movement with our 12-hour chart as of right now. 50 and 13 EMA are also crossing down below too. We couldn't quite get up above our 50 EMA on our 12-hour, so it does look like we are kind of consolidating here and maybe anticipating another little squeeze with our EMAs between our 50 and our 100, and possibly moving maybe a little bit further to the downside there. Money flow is just kind of looking relatively thin for right now, and then we can also see the green or the red dot that is appearing for us, possibly indicating that we could push a little bit further down or have somewhat of a Christmas tree pattern. I'm starting to zoom out here and I'm just seeing lower highs with our blue waves as well too. Lower high trigger waves, as you can see here. Another little trigger wave. And well, this was, this was about the same height as this, but then we're having another smaller trigger wave here to send us back down a little bit lower. So it definitely looks like we're kind of skipping here, maybe losing a little momentum, from Bitcoin moving forward. But all it takes is one big whale with a substantial amount of money to come in here and move these markets to the upside too. So if we do get that break, it's going to be a really big break to the upside, I would imagine. And then if we get the break below, I'm still keeping a close eye on about 8,800. I want to see us break below 9K and probably hold 9K as resistance if we do break lower. But I'm looking for probably about 8,800 maybe or so, and seeing what we can do right at around there, 88 or 8,700. If we break to the upside, if we go back to our 6-hour chart, these trend lines right here are just sitting at about 9,500. I would want to see a break up to 9,600 to be extremely bullish, 96, 9,700 to be relatively extremely bullish. But let's go on into our daily time frame, see what might be happening here. Daily time frame, still getting that money flow that's kind of moving down to the bottom side. And now we're just starting to see Christmas tree patterns after Christmas tree patterns. And this is not fun to trade at all here on our daily. So it definitely looks like we will probably end up fulfilling the end of this wedge pattern here on our daily, doji after doji after doji. And we're getting a bear count here right now. It does look like we are wanting to trend back below our 13 EMA on our daily time frame as well too. So let's go back over here really quick. If you're interested in just getting my private videos that I give my Patreon members and not necessarily getting my ins and outs of the market as alongside with all the other perks that you get when you actually join the trading group, I do have the YouTube membership page that is available. It is cheaper than the Patreon page. So if you're interested in joining us and just getting my private videos that I release for my Patreon members, then feel free to join us in the YouTube membership page. Third link in the description box below. And then also, I don't want you to forget that we're doing our $100 giveaway in our favorite altcoin once we hit 3,000 subs. Now, I know I've been kind of inconsistent with YouTube videos here lately, but I do plan to pick that back up. I was working really hard on the course, on the Path to Cryptocurrency course, and I finally got that released and launched. So now I just need to keep that up to date. Whenever people get signed up for it, it's going to be a one-time price only, and then I'll consistently keep it up to date with the changing space that we have inside of this crypto space. But I want to make sure that you get signed up for the $100 giveaway, and in order to get signed up for that, you need to be signed up for the newsletter that I send out periodically. It's not really weekly; it's more of like a monthly newsletter, so I won't be spamming you too much. But in order to qualify for the $100 giveaway, you need to just fill out this form. It's an easy way for me to get back in touch with you if you do win that $100 in one of our favorite altcoins, and then that way I can get your altcoin address and I can send you the money's there. So make sure you get signed up for it. Check out that fourth link in the description box, I believe, for the weekly newsletter. And yeah. And then we also have our public Discord page, which is available if you want to stay up to date with what we have going on. Also come in there and chat with a little bit of the Crypto Takeover community. We've been getting a lot of good engagement inside of the Discord server as well. I do have my private trading group in there, but in order to access that private category inside of the Discord server, you need to become a Patreon member. But other than that, you can come in there and chat with the community and just talk about what maybe you're experiencing inside of the crypto space, and feel free to ask some questions if you have any. And then also we have the Crypto Takeover announcements page on Telegram. So if you want to stay up to date with anything announcements wise that we have going on with Crypto Takeover, make sure you are at least subscribed to the Telegram channel announcements page. So going back into our daily time frame here, it does look like we are trying to trend below our 13 EMA, but just sideways movement here. It looks like we're about to looks like we're getting ready to put in another green dot here and maybe another red dot after that to further out this symmetrical triangle. Bitcoin is just looking like very indecisive as of right now. Currently trending below our 13 EMA, even on our 2-day, our first sign of a bearish count here. We do have a red dot that's appearing on our 2-day as well. So possibly another push, maybe back down to that 9100, 9150 area. I would say it's probably going to be relatively hard for us to push to 9100, but if you, I would say maybe 9150, even though that's not a very big move. But like I said, scalping this market, it can be profitable, but it's not the ideal thing for me. I want to wait for the big trades to come in. That way I can get in on non-leveraged positions and leveraged positions as well. So going on into our 3-day time frame, let's see what's happening here. We're going to go ahead and turn on our buy and sell indicators as well to know what we have going on here. And we can still see that even on our 3-day, we're trending below our 13 EMA. And this is just something to not ignore as of right now. It does look like we are getting another red dot here on our 3-day as well too. So that's also another little bit of a bearish sign. Now this could change after a while, but I would say if we confirm this 3-day on the 17th, which is by Friday, we'll have the break, but we'll have probably a break from one of these trendline support resistance areas by the 17th. Whether or not this confirms or not is going yet to be determined. We can see our money flow still kind of moving down on our 3-day as well. Money flow on our 2-day is just kind of consistent. 3-day it's kind of moving down, and then 4-day just kind of remaining consistent as of right now too. If we zoom in on our Cipher B, we can see that it looked like we wanted to push back up to give a green dot. But as of right now, it does look like we are just kind of rounding off. Money flow maybe trying to push us back up on that 4-day. But Bitcoin still looks like it's trying to just decide whether or not it wants to break bullish or bearish out of this wedge pattern here as of right now. And then if we go into our 5-day, let's see what's happening here. 5-day looks like we're having a bear count as of right now too. We had that aggressive 13 to the downside. And it does look like we are kind of staying consistent here with the downwards trend on our Cipher B blue wave as well. So maybe anticipating that. Now I know everyone got up in arms about the hash ribbons, It's never been wrong, this and that. But honestly, everyone, the hash ribbons is a free indicator. There's been a lot of push here lately, I feel like, from a lot of big crypto YouTubers to use the hash ribbons. And I think that it might be time to kind of just let it be known that you know, people are going to try and use you for what it is, and that being a free indicator that anyone and everyone can search up and look at and basically trade off of that. It doesn't, you know, I'm going to say just we got to be very aware and discernment for what it is. Looking at the 6-day here, I did want to kind of zoom out here. That buy never confirmed on our 6-day. It looks like it's confirmed all the way up until our 4-day maybe. 4-day, 5-day, 6-day. So I guess it's confirmed that buy signal on hash ribbons is confirmed on the 5-day as of right now as well too. But let's just see how we do for the rest of this week. I think the big break is going to be here by probably Friday, more or less, or by next week for sure. We'll get the break by either this weekend or next week to confirm a clear direction. 6-day. We also had that sell signal there. We have our purple indicator here, our purple upside down triangle, possibly signaling a downside trajectory here in the near term future. We have a bear count as of right now, and it does look like we're staying pretty consistent with our topping out patterns here on Cipher B, with our red dot and no sign of a green dot just yet. Although our VWAP is kind of clipping up, our money flow is kind of moving down. So, and I don't know how likely we are to get a green dot, but let's say we end up pushing bullish up above this trend line resistance area, then more than likely we'll put in a green dot on our 6-day as well too. Looking at our weekly time frame, we still had that sell signal there. We had our topping out 9 here as well. Currently still trending above our 13 EMA. But what I would like to see is maybe us dipping below our 13 EMA on our higher time frames here. It looks like we're just hugging it as support right now, all the way up until our 5-day and 6-day. And right now, where are we sitting at on our weekly? Right at about 8,900 is where our 13 EMA is at. And if we break below that, I could definitely see us probably coming down to retest the 50 at about 8,300, and the 100 is right at about 7,600. So just something to take note of there moving forward from here on out. But other than that, I think we kind of know what to expect. Even on our 2-week, we're just getting doji after doji. And so we're going to have to really see what Bitcoin's made of within the next couple of days, and see where this is going to take us from here on out. But it does look like we are gearing up for a huge move relatively soon in the near-term future, probably by the end of this week, going on into the weekend. And so just be ready, set your alarms, set your stop losses if you are in a trade as of right now, and just make sure y'all stay safe out there as well. So with that being said, I won't bother y'all too much with any more links or anything, but I did release a trading course. So if y'all are brand new to the crypto space, make sure that y'all go ahead and check out Path to Cryptocurrency, first link in the description box below. And then if you want to join our private premium trading group, that would be signing up for the Patreon link. Yep. And don't forget, we're doing our $100 giveaway at 3,000 subs. So make sure to share this video, comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way y'all can be tuned in every single video that we release on the Crypto Takeover channel. And with that being said, thanks for tuning in, y'all. I'll see you on the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.